Donald Trump's foreign policy is so embarrassing. It is unbelievable that this man thinks that he can manipulate Putin or she. And it's quite the contrary. This is his foreign policy. This is what he did this morning on what he calls Truth Social, what we call Lie Social. Kylie put this up. I am not happy with the Russian strikes on Kyiv. Not necessary and very bad timing. Vladimir, stop. 5,000 soldiers a week are dying. Let's get the peace deal done. Okay, number one, Vladimir Putin is not on Truth Social.
Right.
Okay. Number two, this is not diplomacy. No. This is him trying to play like he's a strong man to his base because he is getting dog walked by Putin because he's compromised by Putin.
Well, and he's getting dog walked by Xi too. But let's just be very clear. Vladimir Putin will see this and he will laugh his ass off. Like, this guy is so stupid. I'm never going to do what he wants me to do because I don't have to. And this is an embarrassment to the United States of America.
So, to your point, let me show you how Russian papers are covering Trump's foreign policy regarding the Ukraine-Russian war. Kylie put this up. Russia's government paper, quote, "It's practically a foregone conclusion the U.S. will pull out of Ukraine talks." Another Russian paper, "The unity of the West is gone. Geopolitically, it's no longer an alliance. Trumpism has destroyed the Atlantic consensus confidently and quickly." These are the headlines of the Russian papers today. Putin won. This is what his long game in playing the psychological warfare game in the United States, getting a puppet elected to be president of the United States, he won.
He absolutely won, and he knows it. And here's the thing. Trump knows it. He's running around, and people in the United States of America are siding with Russia in the war that they instigated with Ukraine because of propaganda by Putin. It's unbelievable how pathetic Trump and his administration are. Marco Rubio's pathetic. Pete Hegseth's pathetic. It is jaw-dropping to all these national security Republicans.
This is incredibly dangerous, and we talked about this during the election cycle, because Kyiv is just a stop in his grand scheme of things. Poland is next. European citizens of the European Union have been very focused on this because they understand history, and when they watch the news, it's not just only about their country. Putin is an autocrat, and he wants to have more acquisitions other than Ukraine. The alliance, the Atlantic alliance that the Russian papers were talking about, is what has kept Putin from advancing. And Trumpism has defeated the Atlantic alliance. And you see the United States of America voting with other autocracies in the UN resolutions. Okay, next up, back to Lie Social. Put this tweet up. Trump says, this is this morning, you guys, gas and grocery prices are way down, just like I said they would be. Eggs are plentiful and down 87%. Nice! Exclamation point. Okay. And then yesterday he said that they were down 94%. Number one, this is false. And I'm just curious, if you're a MAGA diehard and you go to the grocery store and you notice that eggs are $10 more, right, for a dozen or whatever it is, and then you see him put that up on Lie Social, does he think I'm stupid, or do you think, oh, well, they're down everywhere else, but they haven't gotten down here yet?
I don't give them any credit for thinking, oh, he's lying. I think they think, oh, well, they're up in my town, but they're lower prices everywhere else. But first of all, these numbers that he uses, 87%, like, come on, dude. Eggs are not $2 or whatever it is. I mean, he's such a liar, and people that believe him are they're stupid. I hate to say it, but they're dumb.
Well, yeah, they're dumb, and they're not intellectually curious in the least bit to figure out what the truth is. It's just they're hollow. the MAGA movement doesn't really have any conviction to it. Like when it's all done and gone, it's not going to be like, oh, they believed in justice or they believed in making a better place. They believed in ripping everything to shreds for spite.
Well, and they believed in racism and cruelty.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. And then next up, to counter Trump's lies, China is a force to be reckoned with. And so when Trump started all of this stuff, they immediately start like completely ridiculing MAGA for all of the makeup wearing that goes on with these MAGA macho men. And their nature and how they use this tough guy talk and how indecent it is and how undiplomatic it is. And they've started schooling the Trump administration on diplomacy. They've even gone as far to say, look, China's been around for 5,000 years. You're only 10% of our economy. You want to play this game? Tee it up, big boy. So Trump has said in the Oval Office yesterday, oh, I talk to China every day.
Right.
Every day. We're talking every single day. She and I, BFFs, French braiding each other's hair. Here's what China has to say about this. So a reporter asked Trump, is there any direct contact between the two on tariffs? Trump says, yeah, of course, every day. China says false info. China and the U.S. have not consulted or negotiated on the issue of tariffs, let alone reached an agreement. China's playing the long game, and a problem for China, a problem for Putin, a problem for all of the autocrats in the world has always been this Western alliance and America being a superpower despite not having near the population that some of these countries have. Well, Trump has just made all of their lives so much easier with his breathtaking incompetence.
The only thing I'm surprised he didn't add it with is that she was calling him going, sir, tears in his eyes kind of thing. But let me just say this. Why would China come to the table and negotiate with Trump? Because Trump is systematically removing the tariffs every day by himself because he's so weak and pathetic and didn't play this tape through. So he is undoing his own quote unquote Liberation Day tariffs because he's killing the U.S. economy while trying to own China.
It's unbelievable. All right, you guys, support our show by supporting our sponsors. I know a lot of you probably have pets. Pumps and I have pets. Our dogs are everything to us, especially in these hard times. Going home and having somebody love me unconditionally means everything. That's why it's important that I give my dogs fresh dog food, like human grade dog food, not this processed stuff. And I love Sundays because I'm subscribed to it and it ships directly to my front door.
I feel really good about giving my dog Sundays because I know that it was made by a veterinarian. That makes me feel better. And I know it contains like superfoods and I feel like he's healthier. His gas is better. His fur's softer and they love it. The dogs love it.
Listener, unlike other fresh dog food, Sundays does not require refrigeration or preparation because of the air drying process. All you do is just pour and serve. And luckily for you, because you are a loyal viewer of our show, you can get 40% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/IHIP news or use code IHIP news at checkout. Okay, and I want to leave you all with something that I think is we're going to start seeing a lot more of because you can't hide this kind of shit forever. And Fox News, the first 100 days, has been providing cover and pandering to the base and forgiving the unforgivable, letting Trump do all this stuff with impunity. But facts and numbers have a way of nudging their way in. And this is what Fox viewers are seeing this morning. Put up this beautiful site. So for the listener, you'll see, let me describe what our viewer is seeing. So it is a Fox News poll, President Trump's job performance. And in the blue, it shows approve. In the yellow, it shows disapprove. He is underwater on every single issue, specifically underwater on inflation, tariffs, taxes, economy, foreign policy. But the disapprove, the only one that he's not underwater on is immigration, and it's 47-48. So even that's within the margin of error. He's even underwater on guns, you guys. He
That's
is
amazing.
underwater on guns. And so I think these numbers are going to continue to decrease. That combined with the financial sector, these men, these country club Republicans, these hedge fund Republicans that were short-sighted, that bet on the wrong horse, they have it in them to band together and get in front of the cameras and get in front of a microphone and say, we screwed up. And we have to apply pressure on Congress to get this man out of office. He is ruining our foreign policy. He's ruining our economy. He's showing reckless disregard to the Constitution and the rule of law. And our economy will never recover if his dream of being a dictator is realized. So keep an eye on Fox News. We'll keep an eye on it for you as well. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you all later.